strips, or will it be the Ghana Navy who are in their whites with the blue-black trimmings to match their kits? Ready for the action. The officials are ready as well. Our Empire is ready. We are ready as well. Live at the Borteyman Sports Complex, where the action has been on for the past 5 days. It's been end-to-end stuff in volleyball. And we have the next game involving the Ghana Prison Service and then the Ghana Navy. Team Navy, Team Prisons. Live on Star, live on GHOne, live also on all our social media platforms. On Empire FM, on Ultimate FM, on GHOne TV, Empire FM, Abusia FM, and Ultimate 106.9 in Kumasi. So we are ready and set for this big encounter coming up in no time. Already we've seen the Ghana Police Service advance over their colleagues from the LWAC wings. We've also seen the Ghana Navy, we're going to play now, but we've seen the Air Force rather progress over the Nigeria Customs in the men's draw. It will be an amazing encounter here. So we are ready. The officials are checking on the net to see how good it will be for this action. So I'll be interacting briefly with one of our very own officials, Kwesi, who has joined us in the commentary position. Kwesi, welcome on to our position here, but we have a good game coming up on our hands. What do you really expect from the prison service taking on the Navy?
Thank you. Good evening to our viewers and listeners worldwide. Yes, this is the fight of the Super Volleyball Championship. It has been an impressive moment, good experience so far. Yes, so I think this is the last match for the day.
Absolutely.
Between Ghana Navy and Ghana Prisons men. But a lot of the matches, quite surprising results that we've witnessed today. So yes, this is also going to be one of the fantastic matches that we are going to witness. Because one thing I've realized is that both teams have more or less like equal strength. And also in volleyball, there is one thing we need to know that service. Distract your opponent with a good service. Definitely you get that advantage of the game. And once your other opponent is able to pass well, or both opponents are able to pass well, yes, we are also going to witness a very good game. So I think it's going to be an impressive game. Let's get ready to witness and feel.
Absolutely. And we are ready for a very historic encounter here. Live on GHOne TV, live on our social media platform. This is our last game of the day. It's the Ghana Prison Service taking on the Ghana Navy. They are referred to as the Sharks. They are the Sharks. Let's see what they will produce on the court today. Live on GHOne TV. And so we are about to start here. Just some last minute checks on the net, and so we are good to go.
Okay, so Benghazi, let me help with the start lineups for both sides. So with the Ghana Navy being the homes, they are in their usual traditional white and blue-black shirt jersey. And starting from zone 1 is Sami Osei-Giba. Zone 2 is Emmanuel Abe. Zone 3 we have Philip. Zone 4 we have his name. Yes, and then zone 5 we have one of the middle blockers called Achiman. Then zone 6 is Ishmael Dazi. We have the libero as Gideon Akwa in the starting lineup for Ghana Navy. Then for the visitors or the away side we have Seth Azrakubawa. And then also in zone 2 we have Sheriffdeen Mohammed. We have Theodore also at position 3. Emmanuel Encho at position 4. position 5, we have one of the middle blockers. I also get his name. Then at 26, we have Adams Malik. And so Ghana Prison starts the game with a serve from the baseline.
Absolutely. The prison service starting the game for us with a serve at the baseline. We are just about to get ourselves underway here. This will be our last game of the day, day 5 of our coverage of the SAC Volleyball Championship. So we are underway now. It's a good serve, and of course the attack will come straight away from the Navy, and the Sharks will pick the first point from that wonderful spike. 1 point already down for the Sharks at the Ghana Navy side.
So that was a very good swing, but don't forget that earlier on I told you that volleyball goes with services and now we saw how the Navy team won their first points, and that was through the first pass from the libero to the keeper, and then a good set ball from had a good swing from his outside hitter, ending them that point.
And of course the game is back on. That was a brilliant spike to draw a point there for the Ghana Prison Service. It is a 1-2 now, and they are on a serve again. 1-2 for the Ghana Prison Service. They are down 1 by a point, sorry. That's a wonderful jump serve, and unfortunately, that's what I was told earlier today, abortion.
Exactly, but you could see that the Naval team are complaining of an overlap, right? Yes, and one of the rules in volleyball is that once the ball is 50-50, both teams can go for it, right? But once it has a larger circumference of the ball at one opponent's side, then you go for a block with an action, it becomes an overlap. So I think the setter for Navy was complaining for that, but it was a 50-50 ball, so I mean, it's a good call from there.
So it is a 3-2 for the Navy, a good serve. Well recovered, and attack is on for the Prisons, and of course beautiful point gained there by the Prison Service. That was brilliantly served, and the point awarded the Prison Service. So the serve again comes in, beautiful one, well received, and the attack was brilliant, but a block, effective block there for the Prison Service to win the point. 4-3 for the Ghana Prison Service.
Yes, so Benghazi, in the game volleyball, one thing you also have to understand is that the first defense should be a block. And so in order to, defend so well, you should have an effective block. You shouldn't have a porous block, right? And that is what we are seeing here. It's like both teams are trying to give us good blocks, but there are some kind of potholes in it, fetching the results or the points for both sides.
You're live on GHOne TV, live also on our social media platforms. So it is 5-4 for the Prison Service. Beautiful jump serve. And unfortunately for the Sharks, they give the point away easily to the Prison Service. They've opened a 2-point lead now, 6-4. So 6-5, the Prison Service lead against the Navy. So the On the serve now is the Ghana Navy. Beautiful jump, serve, well received and recovered by the referee has blown for a net. I think it was a net violation.
Net fault. Yeah, so starting the game, I told you about the service. Yes, so in order to distract your opponent's style of play, you need to go hard with a serve that distracts their system of play, and that is exactly what Ishmael did. But unfortunately, they couldn't utilize the free ball that they had, and now it went against them. So just like that, they had another free ball, and then they just went down just like that. And so definitely I'm gonna take over from here as Benghazi takes a nap. Yes, at the baseline now is Abdul Malik Adams, goes for the spin save. Dick Gideon, a good swing across court.
That was brilliant, brilliantly done there by the Sharks to win the point, 6-7.
So it looks like the Navy team are passing well with the assistance of their libero, who is an expert. Yes, and that's helping them now. So though they are just a point behind the visitors, prisons, but I think they are doing well.
They are indeed doing well. They are just a point behind the prison service. It's now 7-8. And on the serve, it's Hachiman for the Navy. Well received, and the attack will come in beautifully, but the block was very effective there from the Navy. So it is now a tie, 8-8.
So that was a solid block formation there. They knew definitely, and then read so well the set ball from Set Azrakubawa. They knew that definitely he's going to go for the opposite hit, and then their block formation had that for them.
Ooh, that was brilliant to win that point there for the Ghana prison service. It was a monstrous spike with so much power. It's now 9-8 for the prison service, who are on the serve. The libero receives beautifully, and the attack is on. Brilliantly done and executed. That landed on the court, or in the court, sorry. So it's in, and a point for the Sharks.
So it's a level point now, 9-9. And I told you, Navy is passing well, and that's what they are using. They are good passes for. They are playing combination now, especially that swing from Ishmael from the backcourt was a beautiful combination. It's working well for them. So I think prisons need to buckle up, pass well, and find a way of stopping the offensive line of the Navarre team.
And so we are back on, and the attack from the prison service will come in again. The block is good. Can they recover it? Yes, they can. Ooh, that was a poor effort. And so the point goes the way of the prison service.
So I think the idea from Samuel Sejiga was to just loop the ball a little bit higher to the opponent's court, so that his team will have that time to recover and then form a good block.
That's a good reception and a good attack from the Sharks to win the point for the Navy. It's 11-10 at this stage for the Ghana Navy in the first half of this game. Whoa. Absolutely so. Well done by the prison service. 10-11. Substitution ongoing. So Bless coming in He had a wonderful game the other day, and he's back in there for the prison service. So we are on 11-11 now. A set comes in, and that's the difficult one for the Navy team. But they will win that beautiful point of the spike. But the block came in, but not effective for the Navy. And so it is now 12-11 for the Ghana Navy. Unfortunately, he sends his serve out. An easy point there for the Ghana Prisons. That's a gift, if you ask me. Net fault or infringement against the Prisons, so the Navy up in the lead, 13-12 in the first set here. Ooh, Bless with the fire. That was simply brilliant from Bless with that spike to win that point for the Prisons. So they are back level pair again, 13-13. And again, the Navy with the attack. There was some violation there though, so referee umpire has called for the point awarded to the Navy. Absolutely. It has been recovered though by the prison service. Blessed with a spike, but it's been recovered, and again, unfortunately, it's out. So the point to the prison service. There was some good exhibition of volleyball live at the Borteyman Sports Complex. Prison service taking on the Ghana Navy. The Sharks operate on the seas. Can they win on the land? That's a wonderful block by the prison service. Set is good. Bless goes in. Again, it's been blocked. And that's a brilliant one.
That's just a beautiful rally. Beautiful display this within this seconds.
15-15. The Prisons on the serve. The captain having a word with the umpire. Back in session. On the serve is the Ghana Prison service. Beautiful jump serve. Beautifully recovered by the libero. Sets up his man, but well, game is still on though for the that's a Sharks. Beautiful recovery from the libero. Blessed with the spike, he's been blocked, but out he goes for a point there for the prison service.
I think the intensity of the game is gradually increasing. Prisons have taken the lead with just a point, and that's good. Both teams are of equal strength, and they are giving us exactly what we are here for and we are waiting for.
Absolutely. Again, beautiful jump serve, but well recovered though by the Navy. That was a wonderful thing and his wonder point. Brilliant, if you ask me.
Yeah, so once the wall in front of you is so tall that you can't penetrate with your bullet. That's your swing. Then the next option you go for is to find a tip or roll over the block. And that's exactly what the outside hitter did. And it helped him. Powerful swing.
Wonderful exhibition of volleyball live at the Borteyman Sports Complex. It is 16-17 or 17-16 for the prison service. At this stage, it's simply fantastic here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. On the serve again, the prison service. He goes in for a beautiful option, and that's a good one.
So again, the Sharks are actually passing well, and they are playing the formation or the system they want to play. So it is up to the prisons to also do same, so that they come up against the Sharks so strong. Yes, and as it stands, well, we can't say who is favorable for this set.
Absolutely, so close to call, very close to call.
This is a good substitution. The reformers, that's the prisons, have done 2 substitutions so far. One is helping them already, and now Abdullah Lati Otu is also on for Setas Rakubawa.
On the serve is the Navy, who are the Sharks. Blessed with a monstrous spike, but well received by the libero. And the return, unfortunately though, into the net. So the point goes the way of the reformers of the prison service. That was some positive play there for the Ghana Prisons team. Live on GHOne TV. And again, well retrieved. Attack comes in, and that's out, unfortunately. Is out, and the timeout has been called. We're live on GHOne TV, live on our streaming portals, on Facebook, on YouTube. We are streaming live our coverage of the SAC Volleyball Championship. Today is day 5. Currently, is the Ghana Prison Service. The team, of course, the Reformers, taking on the Sharks of the Ghana Navy. Currently, it's 19-17 for the Reformers of the Ghana Navy. Sorry, the Ghana Prison Service. I beg your pardon. There you have some fans in the stands cheering on their friends who are in action for these 2 teams. On the serve is the prison service. That's a good reception. The attack will come in, and that's super spike to win that point there for the Ghana Navy. That was simply brilliant. It is now 18-19 for the service, the prison service. And unfortunately for the service again, the cross-court effort goes out for a point for the Navy. And so again, the attack from the prison service is sweet. And the point goes the way of the prison service. 2019 at this stage in the first set. Cornelius, what a game we are witnessing here. 2019, very, very close encounter here.
Yes, rightly so. And these 2 teams here seek to qualify to the semis of the competition. And of course, may not agree with some of the referee scores, but they see what you don't see, and particularly they are aware that you may not say the truth because you want your team to edge forward. But I can say that Ismail Dazi, number 3 shattered man of the Ghana Navy team, or the Sharks, is doing very well. And right on cue there also, the number 9 shattered Malik of the Reformers is also doing the most for their teams.
Absolutely. 21-20 at this stage. Up is the prison service team, Reformers. They are in the lead as we speak now. 21-20. Close battle on our hands here. But the Sharks will attack, and that's a monstrous spike from Ishmael Datsi to win the point for the Sharks.
Beautiful, beautiful volleyball.
And on the serve now is for the Sharks, the Ghana Navy. Substitutions quickly been done, effected by the Navy. And so some fresh limbs coming on for the serve. You're live on GHOne TV. The simple and unfortunately too short. And so into the net for the point there for the prison service. 22-20, the lead for the prison serve.
If you try to be too wicked with your service, knowing and wanting to be tactical and technical, you may rather disgrace yourself. And that is what happened right there. Unfortunately for them, they are down by a point.
The attack again comes in brilliantly.
Beautiful there.
Brilliant cross-court shot.
Yes, by Foster. Foster goes in to the 3-meter line to what we call 4-4. That's a dream angle for an outside hitter or an opposite attacker.
Live on GHOne TV and our social media platforms is GHOne TV. And that goes out from Ishmael Datsi on the serve. He serves out for the point for the reformers of the Ghana Prison Service. So 23-22 on the serve for the reformers. Well received by the libero, and the attack is well blocked. And so the point, and a set point it is for the reformers of the Ghana Prison Service.
And Coach Eric of the Ghana Navy team calls for a timeout as his side is down by 2 points, and you can see him on the sideline there, not so happy. Exactly issuing out instructions as to what to do and trying to find a way around the prison's block.
You're live on GHOne TV. We are live at the Borteyman Sports Complex. It's the SAC Super Volleyball Championship. Day 5, quarterfinal stage. We find ourselves now. And currently we have in set 1, the reformers leading by 24-20, and they have a set point at this stage. Can they nip it in the bud? So the reformers, Monster jump serve, and that's brilliantly recovered though. But they will go again, and it's been blocked. Recovered as well by the prison service, and that's a good one. Net infringement, so it's a sue for the reformers. They pick set 1 or first set, 25-22, a win there for the reformers over the Sharks of the Ghana Navy. That has been a close battle, and the win going the way of the Ghana Prison Service.
So again, getting the first set win boosts the morale and confidence of your team to go ahead or continue to victory into the entire match. Will it be a 3-1 or a 3-0 or a 3-2? We'll live to see, as both teams are battling out. They will battle it out to reach the semi-finals of the competition. Mind you, Ghana Police have already qualified to the semis. Ghana Army have also qualified to the semis, and Ghana Air Force have also qualified to the semis. Will the Ghana Navy team stage a comeback to qualify, or would the Ghana Prisons team continue on their winning of this match? We will be ready for the second set, and coaches of both sides trying to speak to their players, encouraging them, and also teaching them what they see from the coaching stance, as well as technical analysis of their opponent and how to outwit them. We are ready for the second set.
So we'll be on again in no time. The players are back on the court, and the game will resume in no time. The prison service in action against the men from the Ghana Navy. Live on GHOne TV, on Facebook. We are streaming live the action for you. Second set back on. The court players are back on the court, and so we are back in action. Set 2. And already the first set has gone the way of the prison service or the reformers. So we are back in action on the court. The reformers who defenders from the Navy. Beautiful defense. The attack is on, and that should be an infringement. Yes, it is. Bless went into the net, and so the first point going the way of the Sharks of the Ghana Navy. And of course, can the Sharks recover themselves to this game? They are trailing 1 set as it stands now. We're live on GHOne TV. We are actively live on Facebook, actively live on YouTube, and on our social media platforms. It is the action which is live here on the court at the Borteyman Sports Complex. It is 1-1, a point each for the two teams here. Reformers on a serve. Received beautifully, and an abortion aborted.
Nicely defended also by the setter for the reformers team.
So
Osei at the service lines.
Osei with a good serve, 2-1 they lead. The reformers go out attack. It's been blocked beautifully by the block. Again they will go, and that's Bless with a wonderful dink, recovered beautifully, and that's monstrous as always from is that Ishmael? Yes, it's Ishmael Dadzi. He's walking wobbly a bit though. I think he's okay. He'll be okay. He's a strong lad. Again, the serve is good, well received, and the attack is on. The block was very effective. Blessed with a set, and the spike was brilliant and sweet.
Malik finds a space between the block.
Live on GH1, the action is on. This is second set. That's too long, and so out from the reformers. The reformers, that's too long, and out is gone. So the point to the Sharks, 4-2 the lead now. Serve is good. Recover beautifully as well. And that's a beautiful one, but the defense was good as well. The attack comes in brilliantly. And the point to the Sharks. That was very monstrous, if you ask me.
Yes, and again, the opposite row, or the player playing the opposite row, has the luxury of attacks, and he is supposed to be a very reliable attacker for his team. Again,
That was sweet from Bless.
Bless playing the opposite role for the Prisons team, and also number 13 Shattered Emmanuel Abbey playing that role for the Sharks.
Live on GHOne TV. Game on is 4-5 for the Sharks. So Bless on the serve line. On the serve for the Reformers. A good one. Recovered though by Datsy. Datsy on the float.
Wow.
Brilliant spike from Datsy.
Way above the block there. And that's a wonderful strategy there played by Osei, knowing that the shorter player or the shorter blocker in terms of the team for the Prison side was at the zone 2 there blocking, and that would give his powerful attacker Dagzi there a very good option to go above set.
Absolutely so. And so on a serve again, 6-4 for the Navy. They need to put in a wonderful comeback. The Reformers will defend beautifully. Attack comes in again, but it's been stopped and recovered by the Reformers. And Blessed with a fine spike. Unfortunately for him, though, he lands out for a point there, going the way of the Sharks. The Ghana Navy with a point.
Yes, he was going for the line shot. And as I've explained earlier, it's either you get the line or you get the fingers of your blockers. But at that time, there were no blockers inside. So,
ooh, that was good. Unfortunate for him, though. It lands out. And so out the ball will go for a point for the Sharks, who are indeed on a fight and a comeback. And so time has been called by the Reformers team, because clearly the Reformers are trailing by 4 points against the Sharks. And they need to watch that. They need to indeed watch that.
exactly.
The referee having a word, so the coach is having a word with the players. You're live on GHOne TV, active and live, with a coverage of the SAC Volleyball Championship at the Borteyman Sports Complex. That's where the action is, quarterfinal stage, and this is the men slugging things out here. It is 8-4 for the Sharks. On the serve is the Navy, who are leading currently, retrieve beautifully, and that's a brilliant attack there from the Reformers. That was simply exquisite.
Attacked by the setter there. He has that option in his repertoire, so at any point in time at all, he can utilize it. And if you are not smart and careful, you may get that winning for a point to them.
Datsy with the attack. Brilliant spike from Datsy. Ishmael to win that point for the Reformers. They lead by 4 still. It's 9-5 as they produce a comeback in the second set.
Well, it looks like they are. But in the game of volleyball, once again, no lead is safe.
No lead is safe, and it's been reduced to 3-6-9 at this stage. The point won by the Reformers. It's one set down already for the Reformers. They want to make it to the next stage, and so they're putting in the fight. And that's a wonderful block, and the attack is on from the Reformers. They struggle, but they recover the ball brilliantly. The set is on. Bless goes, and unfortunately for Bless, his effort is out of court. So the points for the Sharks, so 10-6 the score as it stands now. And Ishmael Datsy on the serve now for the Sharks. Eastwell actually with a monstrous jump serve. Beautifully recovered though. Attack is blocked, and that's a beautiful block there to win the point for the Sharks, who now really are digging deep and are bringing out all the wonderful arsenals they have in their arsenal.
Right, Emmanuel Ajimai, the combined block with Foster, and they get one on Enchil.
That's again on a jump serve. Recovered though by the libero. Bless, and again the block is effective. The Reformers are tearing away from, the Sharks tearing away from the Reformers. 12-6, 6-point lead for the Sharks.
Rightly said, and how I wish they maintain this lead to go ahead to win the set. It's easier said than done.
Net violation call against the Sharks, and so a point to the Reformers. 7-12 at this stage. Live on GHOne TV. We are actively live on all our social media platforms. Good serve, and that's a good point there. Brilliantly won on the serve. Well, an ace for the Reformers.
Yes, that's Abdullahi Otu. He came in for set to replace him at the setter's role for the Ghana prison team. Another wonderful setter and an incredible talent on a good day.
But the Sharks are back in charge with that spike and a block, taking the ball out for the point for the Sharks. 13-8. 13-8 at this stage for the Sharks. Good serve though. Received brilliantly, and that is a wonderful attack from Bless. The Reformers are not giving up. It's now a 4-point lead for the Sharks. 13-9.
Bless is notorious for finding the hands of
13-9 at this stage. Good serve. Recovered beautifully, and the attack from Datsi unfortunately is out. He was looking for the brush out, but he won't get it. The call from the referee and the umpire is that it's out. So ball or point for the Reformers. It's now 10-13. 10-13 for the Reformers, who are on the serve now. Brilliantly received. An attack again goes in. Recovered beautifully by the Sharks. And that was brilliant. Brilliantly done. So the Sharks are back in control. 4-point lead for the Sharks. On the serve. And the serve is on again now. And Bless will win it for the Reformers.
Ben, I tell you, Abdullahi Otu, the setter for the prisons team, have come in to really change the face of the set balls, as he gives it such a height, and the Bless and Co are finding comfort with him in this set.
It's a 4-point lead now for the Sharks. And the Navy on the serve. The Sharks are indeed dazzling here at this stage. And that is a brilliant recovery from the Sharks. Attack is on again, is being blocked. Unfortunately though, is out. And a point for the Reformers.
Malik Adam, another very, very promising chap. Number 9 shirted man for the Ghana Prison Service. He comes in with a fire from the outside hitters row.
So Bless on the serve now for the Reformers. Good serve received by Datsi. And that is simply brilliantly recovered. Whoa, that was brilliant. And unfortunately, this is out.
Emmanuel Atta on the first try there was powerfully recovered by the libero of the Prisons team, Samuel Amankwa, but misses entirely on the second try.
Bless on a serve again, received by the libero. Datsi floats and hits it, and it's in. Net touch rather. So an infringement against the Reformers with a point to the Sharks. 16-13 at this stage. The serve is good, received there by the Reformers. That was not a best of setters. And the point awarded, and it goes the way of the Sharks. 17-13.
Maintain the 4-point lead on the Reformers.
They really are digging deep and are bringing in some good efforts here. 17-13. The Sharks will not go down without a fight. They lost the first set, but they lead the second set.
Wow.
And that was brilliantly done.
Charles Owusu.
14-17.
Charles coming through the middle, and Abdullah Otu hoists that ball rather very quickly. And there's been a substitution for the Reformers. Emmanuel Encho comes out and Elvis Andy takes his place.
Wow! With a big boom. Absolutely brilliant from Ishmael Datsi.
Wonderful, wonderful spike there. As though there were no blockers at the net.
Absolutely, you didn't see any of them. It went past them. But unfortunately for the Sharks, they serve out for, it is 18-15 now for the Sharks. So 15-18 on the serve with the Reformers. Beautifully received, and the attack is on Datsi. It has been recovered though, and beautiful recovery as well from them. Datsi again. The block was brilliant.
Three-man block. Seth Bauer. Sorry, Abdullah and Emmanuel Abebio with Elvis Andy.
In fact, the Reformers must get it done. They must do it. It's important. Whoa, that came from the Sharks. Unfortunately, it's out.
It touched the block there, so a point to.
It is 19-16 there. 3-point lead for the Sharks. 3-point lead for the Sharks. Datsi with a serve, and it's out, unfortunately. So it is 17-19. Reformers trail by 2 points. It's been a close battle between these two teams. The serve is good. Recovered beautifully, and the attack is on again. The block is a good one.
Oh. Wow, right
Very
on the
good
line.
block.
Much to the displeasure of the Sharks. Incredible block mounted there by Elvis Andy and Emmanuel Abebio. What an impact the two substitutes are making.
And look at that libero in your shots now. Having a good one. Timeout has been called by the Sharks. 19-19. The lead is gone.
I told you they had a 6 points lead and it's all wiped out now. We are on level pegging now in the second set. And it's getting interesting here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. This is the SAC Super Volleyball Championship. Title sponsors.
Dig it.
SAC
Look at
Energy.
that. Look at that in the stands. Look at that in the stands. Some fun time for the fans who are there. Look at that. Ha 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 ha. Wonderful scenes here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. Beautiful scenes. Very beautiful scenes. I love this. Back on the court. The reformers on the serve now. 19-19. Good ball in there. Recovered beautifully. The attack is on, and that's brilliantly recovered by the libero. The reformers doing their bit, and the attack again will come now. That's a good thing, but it's recovered again, and I'm sure they'll get it done. Yes, indeed they have. That is simply brilliant. That was brilliant.
By Steven, as he goes way atop.
We are back on again. It is 2019. And look at that. Recovered beautifully though. And bless me with a big spike. 2020 as it stands now.
His concentration is amazing. You can see him trying to spot the main attackers of the Sharks and then stage a block against them.
Ball in the half of the... Whoa!
Beautifully done there by
We
Steven.
indeed are enjoying some brilliant volleyball action here at the Borteyman complex. That was just brilliant. 21-20. Substitutions being affected by the prisons, the Sharks rather.
Osei comes in for Richard as the setters roll.
Osei on the serve. Can he produce some magic? Good one. We've served it. And Bless goes up. And Bless will do it again for the reformers.
I tell you what, having played against him severally, I know that this is what he's looking for. He wants the block to go up and he's looking for those fingers and tags the ball very hardly. He spikes it against those fingers and it may find its way out. And most of the time he gets points by that method also.
And of course, some of the ladies here in the stands watching on and enjoying the action here. Let me just say good evening to you, Enoch. I see you, Enoch. Live on GHOne TV and also on our social media handles. 21-21. Okay. Wonderful scenes here in the stands. (21-21) and the serve is good. The Sharks will go in and a point won by the Sharks on that spike.
I like what Abe did there on the attack. Finds the shutter blocker and swipes the ball.
So the reformers will go into attacking areas now. Bless.
Wow!
What a beautiful cross shot.
Cross shot there, and that's a dream angle for an opposite player. And this angle, I dare say, was mastered by Wallace de Souza of the Brazilian national team, and also famously played now by many other volleyball players. The co-talk of Nimel Abdulaziz, the opposite player.
The reformers will do it just at the key moment. They jump to the lead now. They have been trailing all this while, but they've just jumped into the lead, 23-22.
That's one of the disappointing times in volleyball, as you might have held the lead throughout the set, but once you cross the 20-point mark, those are crucial moments.
Wow! Not when Dadsy's around. My name is Mr. Dadsy, and I'm still around, he says. That was monstrous. to win that point there for the Navy. And he seemed to have come off a bit worse though. He's down with an injury. Ishmael Dadzi is down. He's a key player for the Sharks, and they cannot afford to lose him.
Exactly, it will be a huge pain in the Sharks team, and to find him not play worthy, it would greatly hurt them, as he has been substituted momentarily. We hope that he's fine and joins the team.
We are back in action. We are level pegged here for 23 apiece. Sharks on the serve, and attack comes in, is in blocked, but unfortunately for the Sharks, it's out. So the point for the Reformers, who have a set point now. Set point for the Reformers. Set point for the Reformers.
I know he'll go in for the powerful jump service.
He opts for the defense serve. And boom! That's it. That's it for the Reformers. Set 2-1 by the Reformers. So 2 sets to 0 for the Reformers of the Ghana Prison Service. The lead here. We have the deciding set to go, obviously.
On your screens now are members of the Reformers handball team. You can see one of their goalkeepers and halfbackers there. Tio. He's excited.
So exciting opponents here. Live on GHOne TV. It's 2 sets to 0 for the Reformers against the Sharks. And obviously what it means is that the third set could be a deciding set if the Reformers win that.
That's very true, Benghazi. And again, if you are the Reformers, you would like to keep your leg on the pedal and continue on your run to win the entire match here.
So we are just waiting for the tether to come through, and it'll be on in no time. And that's a wonderful scene in the stands there.
And some members of the University of Ghana volleyball team there. I see Innocencia, I see Jessica there.
Beautiful scenes here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. The sights are just serene and wonderful. Look at that. The fans are here in a number supporting the two teams, the Reformers of the Prison Service, and of course, the Sharks And so you're live at the Borteyman Sports Complex where the action is on. At this stage, let me say a big salute to our wonderful cameramen who are on duty here. Our wonderful cameramen who are here on duty, doing a good job. To Enoch, to Francois, and other great guys here doing a wonderful job. It's been awesome, clearly. Awesome sight and scenes here. Anyway, back on the court. The men are back on the court now. The game will resume in no time. And so we'll be on in no time. The men are back on the court. The Reformers up 2-0 against the Sharks, who trail and must put up a comeback or a big fight. Will there be a possible comeback in this encounter?
From what I've seen in the previous 2 sets, I really doubt it. But of course, if that is healthy and if the other attackers are healthy for the Sharks, it could possibly come through. But I cannot see the Reformers allowing that to come through though. So they may put up yet another fight and possibly close this game.
And we are back on, and that is a net infringement straight away for the Sharks. So the Sharks will jump into the lead in this third set, 1-0. Live on GHOne TV. We are actively live on all our social media handles. The action is on. Great point again for the Sharks. The Sharks with a point to the good. 2-0. The lead. The Reformers on the prison service. That's a good serve. It's been brilliantly received and returned, and that's a wonderful spike there to bring the Reformers back into the game.
Elvis Andy right on cue, receiving and also going to attack. We call it pass and play.
So the Reformers on the serve and straight into the net to send the ball. So 3-1 lead for the Sharks. At this stage, if the Sharks won't have any part to play again in the tournament, they need to win this set. 3-1 the lead, but the Reformers on attack, and that's brilliantly done.
Malik Adam goes way above the block there.
So the Libro with a wonderful reception, and of course the point already awarded the Sharks, and so it is a point there for the Sharks. They lead by 4-2, and they are going on the serve. They are going on the serve. The Reformers trail 2-4. That's a good ball in there from the Reformers. The block is on, and again the point has been won by the Sharks.
This is what we call a joust at the net.
Absolutely.
And it is to whoever touches the ball in a way to put his team ahead. And at the time, we see that Manuel Jeminde gets one for his team and also goes for the block there. We extend the lead to 4. Score here at the third set is 6-2.
6-2. The Sharks lead. 4-point lead they have now. Let's see, the comeback will be on for the Reformers. Unfortunately, no, it is not working. As of now, it's a 5-point lead for the Sharks.
Well, Benghazi, the Sharks led by as much as 6 points in the previous set, so this is no news.
And that's a brilliant spike to win the point there for the Reformers.
Nicely done by Elvis Andy. Finds the space at the back line.
And on the serve is Bless. Unfortunately for Bless, he serves into the net to give the point away to the Sharks, who lead 8-3. Good serve, received well though, and that was a good reception, but it's been recovered by the Reformers. The Sharks will come again, and that's brilliant. Well worked for that point.
Yes, Emmanuel Ajiman there goes in with a beautiful attack disguise, and he tips it brilliantly across his body and gets the points there.
9-3 the lead for the Ghana Navy. Get a comeback on for the Navy. Can they do it? They've opened a 6-point lead at this stage. Can they hold on to this lead and win this?
With what has happened, I mean, if we are to use that as a yardstick, I'm not too sure they may be able to hold on, because the Reformers have shown that at the very important stages of this game, they are in massive form to get the job done.
And a serve is on from the Sharks, and Bless will float in the air to produce that wonderful spike, and the point for the Reformers.
The strategy here was simple. Find the shortest blocker in the blocking party of your opponent and put your attack on that blocker. And at the time, Osei was there, and nicely done there by Abdullahi Otu, finding Bless through the opposite attack.
And so it should be 5-9. It is for the Reformers on the serve, and unfortunately the serve into the net. So it is 10-5 for the Sharks. The Sharks are on the serve at this stage, and guess who is behind it? Ishmael Datsi. It's a wonderful jump serve, but well received by the libero, and Bless will float and produce again a wonderful pipe to grab the point there for the Reformers.
Both teams are playing a mind game here, where they are substituting their setters who are supposed to be, if you should say, at the zone 2 position, rather to come to the zone 4 position, only to take the zone 4 player to the zone 2 position, just to have a huge block for the attackers at zone 4.
6-11, 11-6 for the Sharks. And they go in again with Bless, and the block comes in. Unfortunately, it's out, so the Reformers will pick the point. 7-11 at this stage. Can they come back into this set? They trail now by some 4 points. From 6, it's now 4. On a serve is the Reformers. That's a wonderful serve and an easy point there for the Reformers.
I so like that, because Abdul Mouni just came on court, substituting Steven there, and Abdullahi Otu picks one off him. That is one very good awareness by Abdullahi Otu.
That was a wonderful spike to win the point there for the Sharks. It's now 12-8 on the serve is the Sharks of the Navy service, or the Navy, sorry. And that's a wonderful attack for the Reformers to win the point. 9-12.
And this again is what I like about Abdullahi Otu. As he varies his attack, he will not let you know where he may go with his attack or where he wants the ball to go to. At the time, Charles Owusu gets that middle there.
And again, the Sharks will not stick it. Lying low. They extend their lead to 13-9 at this stage. And there's Bless once again. Whenever he floats in the air, he produces a wonderful spike to win the points for his team, the Reformers of the Prison Service. It is now 10-13, a 3-point lead for the Sharks now. The serve is good from the Reformers. And a wonderful spike and a point again going the way of the Sharks.
At this juncture, the Sharks will look to be continuing on their perfect run as they keep the 4-point lead active.
Ball recovered beautifully and the attack is on again. Recovery is sweet from the Sharks. But attack again will come in and that's a boom.
That's a beautiful cut to the line there by Malik Adam. Watch out for this chap.
I heard behind me somewhere Ekpanyang. Absolutely wonderful action here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. So we are back on. It's now 11-14 and that's with it wonderfully done. Extend the lead now to the 4 points. The 4-point lead being maintained by the Sharks. They have maintained the 4-point lead. Good serve, good recovery as well. Bless goes in. Unfortunate for him, it's out. His spike ends out of the court. And so the point going the way of the Sharks with a 5-point lead now. And the attack is on. The Sharks are in control. That's it with a long one. Good one though. And again the attack comes in. And that came in from deep from the Reformers. 12-16 at this stage. It is a 4-point lead for the Sharks. Can they hold on to their lead? They were in the second set, but they blew it and lost it. Can they hold on? That's a wonderful jump serve. And unfortunately, Dazi could not do it effectively for his team, and so the lead gradually being whittled down. It's now a 3-point lead for the Sharks. 13-16. On the serve is the Sharks. Jump serve, powerful one. It has been recovered though. And still, ouch! Confusion between the players of the Sharks, gifting the points to the Reformers, and timeout has been called by the Navy team.
Again, at the crucial stages of the match here, the Sharks seem to be losing grounds. Their lead has been cut to 2, and you can see Coach Eric on your screen. He's not happy.
We are back on the court now. The men are back from that quick timeout. 14-16. The lead is now down to 2 for the Sharks. Can they hold it all? The Reformers have other ideas. Again, monstrous jump serve, but received beautifully. And that's a wonderful spike that could not be received by the libero for the Reformers. And so 17-14.
I like what Ishmael Dazi is doing for the Sharks there. Incredible angles he's looking for and finding.
And that was Blair's beautiful recovery though from the Sharks. And the attack is on again from Bless, and beautifully done. He gets it for the Reformers, who trail by 2 points in a third set.
Tell you what, Abdullahi Otu has come to change the entire Reformers attack. It's popularly called Abu.
Abu bringing some fresh energy. And there the serve comes in, is good. The libero with a reception, good one. The attack comes in, that will be received again by the Reformers. And that nearly deceived the Sharks, but he recovers it. And Dadzi, as always, to produce a big boom.
He's like an H that refuses to go away. Right through the block of the Reformers team.
He reminds me so much of my playing days. Yes. I was fantastic like he did just there moments ago. It's a 2-point lead now. It's a 2-point lead still for the Sharks. That's a good block. That is a sweet, sweet block from Bless. It is now a 1-point lead for the Sharks.
And again, it looks like deja vu here as the Sharks seem to be losing concentration and control of their lead.
The serve is good again, well received. And Dadzi fortunately recovered by the team. But the Reformers go to attacking now. Bless goes in. Net infringement has been called.
So you can see Abu is not happy with the call there as the referee has called for a lift. This was to signal that he overly handled the ball. The ball is to keep such a low time on your hands as a setter, but he clearly handled the ball there, and it looks like the referees have forgiven him on several occasions, but at this time they say no. So you don't overly hold the ball, it's just to be a touch and a feel, and you can hoist it up or push it away.
It is now back to a 1-point lead. 18-19. For the Sharks. The Reformers on a charge. And that's been brilliantly done. And a point won there by the Sharks. 2-point lead now restored for the Sharks.
Again, these are the very crucial moments in a set. Once you cross the 20-point mark, anything can happen.
And Bless will win that point there for the Reformers.
Bless seems
Brush out.
unblockable, yes. Finds the angle, but also finds the hands of the Sharks. If Sharks have hands, it will be a wonderful thing to behold in the world.
19-20 on the service of the Reformers. The libero receives beautifully, and the set is on, and Dadzi produces one, but recovered beautifully by the Reformers. Again, he will go in. Dadzi, Ishmael Dadzi, dazzling here at the Borteyman Sports Complex for the Sharks.
He alone, I dare say, have carried the Sharks on in terms of attack, and
That's a beautiful reception there. And unfortunately for the Sharks, after all the wonderful work, the final spike, total miscue.
Again, we are back to the very key moments of the game. 20-21. And Bless goes to the line to serve.
Two-point lead restored for the Sharks. On the serve now is the Sharks. It's a good one, and again recovered beautifully by the Sharks. That's the unfortunately spikes into the net.
The angle was too steep for him, as he rather hits the ball into the net and into the face of Abdullah Otu there. I hope he's fine as he gets back up on his feet, wipes his face. Folks, the game of volleyball is not for the weak at all. As exciting as it looks, it involves a lot of energy, it involves a lot of specialized skill in the various departments of the game, namely the setting, the outside hitter, the opposite player, the libero, and also the middle blockers role. Very, very engaging game.
So we are at a very crucial stage of this encounter. Very crucial stage in this encounter. (21-22). On the serve is the Reformers. So on a serve, the Reformers now. Unfortunately, he sends the ball out to restore the 2-point lead for the Sharks. (23-21) for the Sharks, who are 7 now, and it's Datsy on the serve. That was a good one. And he gets an ace for that, and so set point for the Sharks.
Again, mind you, once you go beyond the service line, you have 8 seconds to serve, after which an infringement will be called against you. So you don't want to be too quick to serve, and you don't want to be too slow as well. Would like to keep the game moving as fast as possible, and hence this rule, very important one. Else, some people will stand there for 15 seconds and clearly waste the time. As well, your serving routine could take whatever, and you don't care what you do, but do well to serve within 8 seconds. There are some people who bounce the ball severally, pick it up, do whatever they want to do in the and then serve. Do all that within 8 seconds and you'll be safe.
Back on the court are the men, the combatants, the gladiators. They are back on the court. It's a Reformers of the Ghana Prison Service.
A tactical substitution there by the Navy team, with Foster coming on for Richard, just to perform a block for a possible. Wow, Andy Elvis find the space in between the block there as
so still set point though for the Sharks. Even though on a serve now is the Reformers. But it's still a set point for the Sharks of the Ghana Navy. Can they get this done? And just about it, they've done it.
On we go.
They have done it.
25-22. Set score 2-1 against the Sharks as they seek to stage a comeback in this all-important quarter-final game.
So on and on we go. On to the fourth set. On to the fourth set. It's now 2-1 for the prison service, who are leading 2-1 against the Navy. So we go on to the fourth set. On and on we go. We're live on our social media platforms. The coverage of the Volleyball Championship here at the Borteyman Sports Arena, Sports Complex. Quarter-final encounters here. Tomorrow we'll have semi-final games coming through. SAC Volleyball Championship live at the Borteyman Sports Complex.
Right, we are here at the Borteyman Sports Complex for the SAC Super Volleyball Championship, and proudly sponsored by Kratos SE, Jata Cement, Japan Motors, Perla Mineral Water, Red Bull Energy Drink, Nasco Electronics, Soccerbet, the Meal Box, KD Graphics. We are also ably supported by the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, the National Sports Authority, and the Ghana Volleyball Federation. Prime Media partners, the EIB Network. We are live on GHOne TV. This is the quarterfinal encounter between the Ghana Navy and the Ghana Prison Service. 2-1 is the scoreline against the Ghana Navy team as they seek to stage a comeback and a possible win in this match.
Good one there, but it's received and recovered beautifully, and unfortunately, miscommunication between the players of the Sharks. And it's a point there for the Reformers. In fact, Reformers. Reformers. There they go. Good serve. And it's out, unfortunately. Serves out. And so, point for the Sharks. 1-1. Good serve. Returned beautifully by the Reformers. And the block was beautiful. Well done by the Sharks, and so they lead 2-1 here at this stage. The Reformers trail 2-1 now against the Sharks. Received beautifully by the Libero. Les goes up, and unfortunately it's out for him. The Sharks go on to a 3-1 lead. Three-1 lead for the Sharks. And they come again now. Bless goes in again and again. He gets it entirely wrong. So it's a 4-1 lead now for the Sharks. They are on a comeback. That's brilliantly done The Reformers will win this point. Live on GHOne TV, live on our social media platforms. Good ball in there. And that's brilliant, but the block was effective. Taking the wind out of the shot. And it's been blocked. But it's been saved, and unfortunately, the spike goes long, and so a point again for the Sharks, who lead by 5-2 at this stage. (5-2) for the Sharks. That was brilliantly done by the Reformers, nipping the point beautifully. Live on our social media platforms, streaming live with the action for you. The Sharks will attack. That's it. Recovered beautifully though. Bless sets and Bless with a wonderful dink to win it for the Reformers. That was brilliantly done by Bless.
Yes, exactly. That's what you expect from a player who knows his way around the court, as his initial attacks in this set have gone wide and will look to vary your attack. By all means necessary, make a point.
Bless on a serve. It's a good one. Recovered in time by and the block takes the ball out for a point for the Sharks. They lead by 2 points. 6-4 for the Sharks. Unfortunately, the serve is in the net, so a point goes the way of the Reformers. Down by just a point. 5-6 they trail. And the Sharks will look to defend this serve. The jump serve. The good one. Libro does his work beautifully. And that's a good reception by the Reformers, and they win that point. He's been well executed. So 6-6 at this stage. 6-6 between the Reformers and the Sharks. We are in the fourth set. That's will go in. He's been blocked, but they'll try again, and that's a good one. Ball in session still. It's a rally. Good effort, but it flies out. The Reformers are in the lead at this stage. The Reformers in the lead now. They are on the serve. 7-6. That's a good one. Unfortunately, it's out. He had so much venom and power, but it's out of court for the point for the Sharks. And on the serve now is Ishmael Dadzi. 7-7. Dadzi goes in for the jump shot. Good one it is, but received beautifully. Bless goes in. He has to recover it again. Dadzi! And it's out.
Infringement.
Net infringement call against the Reformers.
It will be a huge boost for your team to shut down the main attackers of their opponent. Only that you run the risk of running into the net, like you saw there.
They're back in action with a monstrous serve, and there it is. The Reformers are pumped up as well for this set. 8-8 at this stage.
Elvis Andy there.
Ball in session now. That's a good one. A good point for the Sharks. We are back on the court. Serve for the Sharks. The reform to attack and is out. That lands out of court for a point there for the Sharks. Good serve and reception is also good as well. Again, the attack is on, and he wins the point there for the Reformers. 9-10 they trail against the Sharks. Serve is good, covered, and that's a brilliant spike there.
Yes, Steven. And the block there thought that he wouldn't hit as the ball was a bit far from the net, but the slightest chance you give your opponent, it cost you.
It's 11-9 at this stage. Lead there for the Sharks.
Nicely done by Elvis Andy. Goes to the line there and he gets the fingers of the Sharks block.
Back in session again now on the court. Brilliantly done by the Sharks team. Opening a 2-point lead at this stage. 2-point lead there for the Sharks. And the serve is good. Received though, and attack is on. And that's a good point there for the Reformers.
Charles Owusu comes through the pipe there. And once again,
11-12. 11-12. That's a good one, and unfortunately is out. But net infringement or infraction against the Reformers, so it's 13-11, 2-point lead for the Sharks. Ball recovered beautifully, and that's sweet. Easy that's it there for the Reformers, winning a point. Bless on the serve now for the Sharks. The block was effective, and a point has been won there by the Reformers. 13-13. We are level at this stage. We are level at this stage, 13-13. Bless on a serve. Good serve, received by the libero though. And again, as always, brilliantly does it there for the Sharks. And the attack is on. Take it to that ball. No, he can't. He can't. So on the serve now, 14-14. Reformers on the serve. They lead by 2-1 against the Sharks. That's a brilliant ball. An ace there for the Reformers who have gone to the lead now. They have a lead now.
Yes, that's a very, very beautiful position to put the ball, finding the space by the side of the line, and incredible service there.
And it's out. Dazi puts the ball out, so a 2-point lead now for the Reformers.
Beautiful service run by Malik Adam. On your screens, goes for the jump service again. Wow! A narrow miss there.
He was looking for an ace. It did not materialize though for him. So that's the spell on the serve now for the Sharks. They trail by 1, 15-14. That's a good one. Reception good as well. And that's brilliantly done as well.
Tell you what, yes, Elvis Andy has come to play, and he's making the most for the Reformers there.
Who now lead by 2 points. It's 17-15 now. He's out.
It was an intelligent play as he was looking to pick one quick from the line there, but Abdullah Otu there was sure not to touch the ball, else it would have been very difficult to retrieve. And by that point, pushes the Reformers to a 3-point lead. We are still here at the Borteyman Sports Complex, and this is the SAC Super Volleyball Championship, with SAC Energy being our prime sponsors and ably partnered by the EIB Network. We are live on GHOne TV and across the social media handles of GHOne or the EIB Network.
You're live on GHOne TV, like you heard, live on our social media handles, and also live on Super Volleyball Championship on YouTube. It is the Reformers, as I said, they lead by 18-15. 3-point lead for the Reformers. The serve is good. And that's a bullet.
That's unfortunate there by Emmanuel Ajima, as he got the spike all right, but the strength of the arm also touched the net, and that will be an improvement against you. Now the Reformers open a 4-point lead.
19-15 is the lead for the Reformers. And the Reformers will attack. What will come from this one is being blocked effectively, and a point for the Sharks. 16-19. 16-19. That's a good ball, but it's recovered beautifully by the Sharks. And they'll come again now. And that's monstrous. 2016 for the Reformers, who are back in the groove.
Every point matters at this point of the game.
So good serve comes in. Recovered beautifully, and that's the goal seen with a float. Beautifully done.
Beautiful hand time. And at this juncture, yes, strategy for
17.
a side out.
17-20. Whoa!
Here comes the boom. Sunday celebrates into the opponent's court as he lifts up his hand.
That
Wow.
was indeed powerful. Elvis.
He risks receiving a yellow card from the top referee. And he apologizes and that celebration is good in the game of volleyball. You don't celebrate in front or intentionally to the shame of your opponent. I mean, it seemed as very disrespectful. The top referee is very forgiving.
21-18 now. It's a 3-point lead for the Reformers. 18-21. Bless goes in and he wins it for the Reformers. It was brushed out. So the point goes the way of the Reformers. 22-18. A 4-point lead now for the Reformers. That's a good block there. And the game is still on now. Again, it's been blocked, but unfortunately for the Reformers, they lose this point to the Sharks. 22-19 as it stands now in the fourth set. Live on GHOne TV or live from the Borteyman Sport Complex. Service on. And unfortunately for Elvis, the ball slips through his hands. So the lead now down to 2 points and time has been called by the Reformers. You're live at the Borteyman Sports Complex, enjoying some volleyball under the floodlights. The coaches are having a word or two with their players to try and get them back in action. The Sharks trail the Reformers by 2. Men are back on the court now for the game to resume. 22-24. Sorry. 2022. Trail, well, that's a good step. Bless goes up. He has been recovered though by the Sharks, and that's it.
Wow. Beautiful cut above the blocker. Finds the space close to the service line or to the back line. They are in for a game.
We are in for a game. A 1-point lead now. It's a 1-point lead for the Reformers. 21-22. Service good. Retrieve. And the block did not work. And the point won there by the Reformers. The player is down though. It seems to have not landed in the best of ways. He landed awkwardly, but I guess he's okay. A very strong lad. He's just okay. He's very fine. (23-21). The lead is 2 for the Reformers.
Very tensious moments in the game, and as this juncture, fans on both sides are up on their feet. As this could spell doom for the Sharks.
Blessed with a serve. Received very well though. And a big boom from the Sharks. They will not let it go easily. They need to win the set to stay in the game and the championship. So 22, 23 for the Reformers. And that's it. 24-22.
Manuel Adebiu and Abdullah go to have sex. Telepathy between them as you can see them so discussing how he would have wished to play just for the block. And Coach Al Hassan Issa there. And Coach Eric too for the Sharks there. And again, Manuel Abebu explaining things and will the Sharks come back to level the set score, or will the Reformers take this one to close the game? Tensious moments here.
We are at a crescendo of this game for sure. It could be ending here. We could also be going for one more set. Depends on how this one goes. It's a set and a game point. Set and game point for this game. And it's the Reformers on the serve. This obviously I can anticipate will be a powerful jump serve. Can he get it right? It goes in, it's good. Received the free throw by the Sharks. And they were attack. Again has been received there by the Reformers. And there it is.
Wow.
It's a big boom, 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 boom. That's it. That's it. That's it. The Reformers have done it. They have won it. 3-1 for the Reformers. They have done it. Look at Datsy. He is crestfallen. He is bemused. He cannot believe it.
He's a wonderful
that his team is
player.
out.
He's a wonderful player by all standards. A very powerful outside hitter. I am very, very satisfied with his performance throughout the tournament. But it's quite unfortunate that the Reformers exit them at this stage. Better luck next time. The Navy Sharks. Well done. Well done. Game well played. But this rather is to say that the Ghana Prison Service have progressed to the semi-final stage of the competition. Well done to them as well.
So it's been a brilliant game here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. The winners are the Reformers from the Prison Service. They've won this by 3-1. A 3-1 scoreline or 3-1 win there for them over the Sharks of the Ghana Navy. And that's how the day has been. It's been a long day, but been worth it. So good win there for the Reformers. Brilliant game by us, and let's look at the fans there, the players celebrating, having a wonderful dance here. They've been joined by their wonderful ladies. We're having a wonderful session here on the court. So it's all over here. Brilliant game by all standards. The scenes, excitement here. But that's it from us here. Great game by all standards.
So it's all over here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. What a way to end the quarter-final games this evening here. Well, so we started from morning and we needed to close it this way. But listen, the stir that has been caused here has to do with this one. It has to do with the Prisons team who are not obviously part of this tournament. They had to come in, and interestingly, the stir and obviously the moment we've all been waiting for. Were you expecting this? Let me find out from the coach anyway. Congratulations. And I asked how you came into this one. And funny enough, this is what you have caused. I mean, this is one of the upsets in the tournament so far.
I told you already, though we were not part of it, but we are ready for the tournament already. So now we are now prepared to go to the semi-final. And we are meeting, God willing, we are meeting but we will come on our way, and we are taking it from that place too.
Interesting. So, Prisons, where you came from, this was more like a revenge for you guys because you met them at the latter part of the league, and you said you are here for revenge.
It's true.
Really, what worked for your guys?
Yeah, truly, we went to Never Ground and they beat us. But we complained that it was the referee's fault. All of us, we told them that we'll come to neutral ground. And truly they came to neutral ground, we beat them. We wanted to beat them 3 straight. And but we'll take it that way.
Sure.
And prepare for tomorrow.
Okay. And what should we expect in the semi-finals?
We are going to take the gold. We are taking the gold medal to the house. We just want the people to know that we are in for the win. We'll do that. And we will take it home. God willing.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
All right. So you had a Prisons coach. They are really in to cause a step. And what a way to end it. It was an upset. This is one of the upsets of this tournament so far. Prisons was not part of this. Remember, they came in later on because AS Douanis failed to turn out for this tournament, and the Prisons were, roped in this one in the latter part of the organization. And what a way to make it into the semi-finals of this competition. So we say congratulations to the Prisons team getting into the final. So we've got the men, if you want to say it, the men have been separated, and well, it's the semi-final action. I've got the coach of the Navy team here just to also find out from him. Well, these are men, and sometimes we say men have been separated from the boys, but the Navy side, what a way. Were you expecting such a scoreline?
Okay, not actually. We were expecting something like 3-2 actually. We thought maybe we could have won this set, then proceeded into the next one, which we were sure that we would have won.
They met you in the GAVA League. It was the latter part of the league. And they did say also that, they were looking for an upset to cause on a neutral grounds, and they got it here. Were you expecting this?
Yes, as they said. Actually, we beat them in the GAVA last league, and they were poised for action. Actually, we wanted to repeat the same thing, but unfortunately, sports is such like a game. Yes, the day was theirs. So we say good luck to Team Prisons.
Okay. Yeah. For you, what is your assessment of the tournament so far?
Yeah, my team is a very young team, and we are trying to groom them for the future. We are impressed, and this is our first time of participating in this tournament. So what they've done is enough for us, and we hope to capitalize on it and appear next year for the game again.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All the best then.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right. So yeah, there you had it from the Ghana Navy coach. Obviously, this is quite a, they're maiden it. Let's speak to a few of the fans before they leave. Go to Atom is standing by, Sports Atom is standing by to speak to a few people. Obviously, most of them who are fans of the Ghana Prisons team who have won this evening against the Ghana Navy side. So the men have been separated now from the boys. For the men, you're going to see the likes of Ghana Army, Ghana Air Force, Ghana Police Service, who are defending champions, and now Ghana Prison Service, who have also sailed through to the semi-final. Over to you, Atom, now, as you speak to some of the fans.
So we are here at the arena, and of course, it's Ghana Prisons. They are into the semi-finals.
Hey, me tamedo na me boss adoma. Bitamedo na me woso madoma. Edo iya mora duro. Edo iya mora duro. Oni baba numbi obe nyankwa. Chalama determina. Determina. Obingo bang bang. Obingo bang bang. Obingo bang bang. Obingo bang bang. Osama bin Laden.
Okay, Osama bin Laden. Thank you very much. Now, Ghana Prisons are through to the semi-finals. First of all, how do you guys feel?
How do I?
How do you feel?
Oh, I feel so excited. As you can see the energy. As you can see the energy. We beat Air Force. We beat Air Queens. Now Navy. So tell police we are coming with fame.
Hey, this is a strong warning to Ghana Police. And they are defending champions of this competition. Are you of that?
We don't fear anyone. We don't fear anyone.
Okay, So let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Your next game, you're playing on the court. What was going through your mind coming up against Navy?
At this moment, we have nothing to say. But the game is on the court. When we get to the court, everything will show.
Everything will show. What did your coach tell you coming into this game?
Whatever the coach told me is not anything that I can say now. But tomorrow, we will see the show.
Okay, against Police, what do you have to tell your fans? Your last question.
They should watch us live. We are coming.
They should come in
We are
their
coming.
numbers.
We are coming live. They should come in their numbers, as my senior man said. We are coming live. They should come here. Meet us here at
It's
Borteyman.
only tomorrow. And we are happy we are meeting Police.
Right, so we know Ghana Police will be up against Ghana Prisons, and they said they are really ready. And come on, tomorrow is going to be a big day. The semi-finals is set. Ghana Prisons against Police. My name is Solomon Dria.
Today's edition of the live coverage as we brought you from the Borteyman Sports Complex. Quickly, let's let you know those who've made it into the semi-final for the women, and this is how the pairings will look like with regards to the women for tomorrow games coming up here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. So Ghana Police women, remember they've sailed through, and tomorrow they're coming up against Ghana Air Force, whilst Ghana Airwac Wings will take on Nigeria Customs in their fixture. So that's how it looks like with regards to the semi-finals. But again, there are games that will be played for us to know who will be placing fifth, who will place sixth, seventh, and then eighth. All right, so there you're going to see Ghana Immigration Service will come up against Calibi, whilst Ghana Army will face Ghana Navy in that fixture. So that is it for the women's semi-final action. For your information, that is how it stands. They've all sailed through to the semi-final, and you saw this evening we've got Ghana Army, you've got the Ghana Police team who are defending champions, as well as Ghana Prisons and Ghana Air Force. They've all made it into the last four, and that is the semi-final we're going to be seeing tomorrow. So KG Encounters is going to be tomorrow here as we bring you day 6, and it's the semi-final actions here that we're bringing you live in your various homes on GHOne TV. So that's how we wrap up today's live coverage here. So from here at the Borteyman Sports Complex, make it the same time with us as we bring you the continuous coverage of the SAC 2025 Super Volleyball Championship here at Borteyman Sports Complex. My name is Jola Champon. Thanks to everybody who made this possible. It's a wrap.